If we're honest, there's a lot of hype when it comes to making passive income online. And so in this video, I want to dispel the myths out there about passive income and actually prove to you that it is possible to generate real 24/7 cash flow from YouTube. I'm going to show you how we do it at Think Media, how I've been doing it really over the last 10 years when I was just getting started and super frustrated and didn't have all the right gear or all the understanding, but how I've really turned this into a system and how you can apply this in 2023 on your content. And the data is out. The global digital content creation market size is expected to reach 50.2 billion by 2028. So this industry of the creator economy and people making money on YouTube is really a real thing. 200 million people are earning money from digital content creation right now. And Yahoo Finance revealed that the creator economy is the fastest growing segment of small business. And so this training is all about the money equation. How do you create 24/7 cash flow using the VRA system? How do you create real passive income? And so if you're fired up for deep dive trainings like this, smash the like button. You can see time codes and chapters, and you could check out, there's a whole Q&A section at the end. But I've got 6 specific ways that you can generate passive income with YouTube right now. And I'm going to be talking about the 7-step system we use here at Think Media to do this over and over and over again, so we actually can truly make money in our sleep, spend more time with family, reach our goals. But I want to start with this question, and that is, what is the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive with online video? There's multiple different ways to solve a problem, right? If you want to have success on YouTube, there's a good approach, there's a bad approach, there's some terrible approaches. If you want to solve any problem, there's lots of different ways to do it. And sometimes if you're searching for videos online, there's a lot of different people you could follow. There's a lot of bad information out there, and there's all kinds of different approaches. In this video, I'm going to be sharing one approach, but as we kick it off, I kind of had some funny things I discovered as far as different ways to solve problems, just kind of to prove a point. I don't know if you've ever seen the clothes hanger muffler fix. Like, it's a way to solve the problem. Could be a fire hazard, but it may or may not work, but it's maybe not a very good way to solve a problem. How about the duct tape drink holder? I mean, you got it. Like, I don't know if you ever dated a guy and this was his drink holder. You may want to keep looking. It just might not be. Or how about the duct tape hammock? A little bit of gaff tape, a little bit of duct tape, a couple of trees. You're good to go. Will it hold you up? I'm not sure. And what's the point? This is the wife beater baby carrier. I'm a dad now of a 7-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. And so I'm all about that front pack life, but this is definitely a much more budget way to solve the problem. How about the fan leaf blower? It's an option. It's a good, cool off after you're done. You're working hard in the driveway, and then afterwards you could use the fan to cool off. How about the $2 spoiler? $1.27 for the scrap lumber, 72 cents for the screws, and you're ready to go, crush it Fast and Furious style. Or here's my favorite one and the final one, the flat screen TV installation. Gen Zers don't even know what we're talking about, but if you're an elder millennial like me or Gen X or baby boomer, you know that TVs were crazy, gigantic, and super heavy. Man, it looks good in the front, but what do you think about this install? I mean, the one room away suffered from the way of installing this in the front room. And, the reason I share this with you is because there are so many different approaches to YouTube. And I think one of the keys when it comes to creating real passive income is actually finding a way to solve the problem of making 24/7 money with a way that actually works. Because a lot of the things that people are prescribing on YouTube, sometimes they're just trendy and they work for a while, but they're not sustainable success. Sometimes when you just chase trends, you may get short-term success, but we don't just want 15 minutes of fame on YouTube. We want to build a lasting legacy. And I know that's kind of a big promise in a world like social media and content creation, but really what we've discovered here at Think Media is there is a better way to get consistent results with business and ultimately YouTube and ultimately in life. And I actually discovered this in a book called Atomic Habits. Let me know if you've ever read this before, but this applies to business. This applies to YouTube. And here's what James Clear revealed. Those who struggle focus on goals. Those who win focus on systems. This will change everything. Those who struggle focus on goals. See, a lot of people, right? They have a goal of growing to 1,000 subscribers, getting a silver play button, eventually getting a gold play button on YouTube after you hit 1 million subscribers. A lot of people, of course, have the same goals. Winners and losers have the same goals. So this book revealed, and he wasn't talking about YouTube, but it's true for YouTube, that if all you're doing is setting goals, like I want to, get 1,000 subscribers, I want to get $1,000 a month of passive income, focusing on goals is not going to get you there. Winning is about focusing on systems. And here's the quote: your goal is your desired outcome. It's good to define that, but your system is the collection of daily habits that will get you there. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what are the daily habits of creating passive income? What are the daily actions for getting a 24/7 cash flow machine set up as it pertains to YouTube? The problems here is that winners and losers have the same goal. If you also achieve a goal, it's only a momentary change. This is happening a lot right now with shorts. People are like, I have a viral short. So what? I mean, that's kind of cool, but what really happened? Okay, I got some subscribers. Are they engaged? Did you get any money? Not really, not from YouTube ad revenue. And so, Sean, are you putting down shorts? No, I'm just saying if all you ever do is have, I hope I can post my next viral video. I hope I can just have my next breakout moment. I hope I can chase the next trend on YouTube. That's just kind of chasing a goal as opposed to focusing on a repeatable system, because goals are ultimately at odds with long-term success. How do we make this sustainable? How do we not burn out? And what James Clear revealed was that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And so ultimately, what we need is a system. The secret to the whole thing is a system. And that's ultimately why I created the Video Raking Academy system. It's 7 steps. I'm going to show you all 7 right now. But it's 7 steps that over the last 10 years, when I earned my first $2.12 on YouTube, that obviously wasn't a ton of passive income yet. And it was actually not even passive. But as I kept refining it and as I kept posting videos, now I've literally generated multiple millions of dollars through YouTube using this system. And it's really not just, it's like you might say, well, yeah, it works for you, Sean, but that's a fluke accident. Not really, because we have now thousands of students that have used the 7R system to generate YouTube growth, but also passive income. So let me just give you a quick overview, and then we'll go into these 6 different ways, really these money methods of actually how to make the passive income. Because you might be wondering, like, where does it actually come from? I know I've heard about this online. I've got family members that are kind of critical because they're like, can you really make money on YouTube? Can it really be like your job, or can you quit your job and do this? Let's prove it. Let's use some real stories, some real examples, and look at how the math actually works. And if you're getting value, smash the like button. Here's the 7R system. Number 1 is reverse engineer. You start with the end in mind. This is about who's your channel for, what is the video actually about, and it's also about who's your target audience. But here's the most important question based on the title of this video. How are you going to make money? Have you actually come up with a YouTube business plan yet? Have you actually come up with a YouTube money plan yet? You want to start with the end in mind. Too many people, again, they're like, okay, I'm going to go viral, grow some subscribers, and figure out how to monetize later. You're kind of doing it in the wrong order. You wouldn't just open up a business, lease some office space, hire some staff, and then be like, I hope this works. I'm going to figure out how to pay them later. You're going to actually have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So after we've done that, then we do some research. And by the way, this 7R system works at like a channel level. What is my entire strategy for my YouTube channel? But then what we do is we go through the 7R system for every video that we post at Think Media. So we start with the end in mind. Then we do some research. Research in a 2023 world could include keyword research. It can include Google Trends. Even before this, we had Ian, he was going on Google Trends, comparing a couple different terms in terms of the positioning. Even of this video, it can include looking at different news, interviewing, surveying, and getting to know your target audience. It really has to do with those that are really winning are actually doing proper research when it comes to their video ideation, when it comes to looking at what topics are trending, and not just chasing a fad, but thinking about, man, what keeps the viewer up at night? What are their problems? What are their ambitions? And is this next video I'm going to make even worth making? Then you record the video And there's obviously so many details in there about making a great video that, has good average view duration, all that kind of stuff. Then you release the video, and that has to do with all the optimization, title, thumbnail, description, playlist, end card, or whatever else. Then you rocket the video. Now, when it comes to rocketing the video, if you've actually done all of these previous steps well, this takes on a life of its own. Let me know if you've posted a YouTube video yet, or how many videos you've posted on your channel. But if you posted a YouTube video before, you know that inside of the YouTube studio, there is either the video shoots up and it flatlines. That's bad, right? That's like a Elon Musk SpaceX rocket launch fail. We want to go straight up, but the thing went and crashed and just went flat. Of course, a good video, if you've ever seen this in your YouTube studio, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. It's like a rocket. You're like, oh man, this video to the moon. Come on, Dogecoin to the moon. And the video is going up. And if you've ever had a really breakout video, the vertical, it might just be blazing up and it just keeps getting more views and keeps getting more views. If you have done the first 4 steps well, then ultimately a video should take on a life of its own, and it should rocket into the stratosphere when it comes to going viral, getting views. Or the other way to look at it, which is definitely what we're more passionate about, is even just slow and steady growth. It might not be like parabolic straight up. What it might be like is over the next 3 years, it just keeps getting views. Over the next 5 years, it just keeps getting views. And it takes on that life of its own. However, we do talk about different tactics and strategies. If you already have an email list or something, or you have a social media following somewhere else, or you use the community tab, what are other ways that you could drive some traffic, awareness, and views to your video? Then review. It's all about analytics. How do you make data-driven decisions? Study the video you just posted and the last 10 videos you posted. What can you learn from that? And how can you apply that to your next video? And then there's repurpose and repeat, which is actually now kind of like the 8R system, because in 2023, there's the opportunity to take your shorts and post them on other platforms, to remix your horizontal videos into shorts, to be posting vertical videos on multiple platforms, to be multi-streaming on live streamings, repurposing video podcasts. It goes on. And that's one of the biggest sections of content we've been adding to our course Video Ranking Academy, is the opportunity to have YouTube be your home base, but then also distribute your content across platform. This is especially relevant for entrepreneurs, business owners. You want to get more leads, clients, customer sales. Sometimes YouTube is a slower pace of growth for starting, but it's still the best place to plant your flag, establish your brand, repurpose your content elsewhere, perhaps build your business more like this month and this day on Instagram or somewhere else, but build up the long-term legacy and brand on YouTube. Of course, then as creators as well, sometimes you start focusing on YouTube, but eventually expand onto other platforms. That makes your brand deals more valuable, all that kind of stuff. And then repeat is about, man, how do I begin again more intelligently? And what are the productivity tips? Because you may already be like a little overwhelmed, right? Thinking about, this is a lot to learn. That's why it's a system. It's kind of like, it's a process of habits. It's a lifestyle. Our students are living the Video Ranking Academy lifestyle. They're not just chasing goals. They're leaning on systems. You're not going to rise to the level of your goals. You're going to fall to the level of your systems. That's why we created the 7R system. And so repeat is, how do we save time, batch produce, repurpose, content marathons, all this different kind of stuff. And by the way, if you're interested in learning this 7R system and so much more in depth, we have a limited offer happening right now, not just on Video Ranking Academy, which is where we teach this, but a lot of other cool stuff. That's at vrafam.com. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in this at all. And really, if you give me a chance and join vrafam.com, I'm confident you'll thank me later. Because if you're serious about YouTube, you're absolutely going to love this. And this is the best offer we've ever done. But here's the question. Is it possible to help people and earn real passive income 24/7 with online video? Is it actually possible to earn passive income? What's funny is I saw a Gary Vee video once when he was like, passive income is BS. And what's super funny is we had Gary speak at our event last year. And I love Gary, but I couldn't more wholeheartedly disagree with what he's saying there, saying that passive income is fake. It's not real. Now, I actually appreciate where he's coming from, because he was attacking a lot of people who would sell you hype or would just sell you some kind of dream and sell you something like that you're just going to get passive income without work, that you're just going to get passive income by just, having some no work, no effort. You turn this thing on and you just travel the world and never work on it again, and it pays all your bills. That's not what I'm saying. However, for anybody that thinks passive income isn't real, they're just wrong, because I'm going to show you right now that it absolutely is real. And it's actually more real on YouTube than anywhere else, because YouTube is the only platform where your content lives forever. YouTube, if you can get passive views, in fact, let's just keep going. I'm going to show you the two-step money equation here. And so we're going to be talking about my 24/7 YouTube money equation, how I use this equation to get out of debt and get 2 million subscribers, 6 of the best ways to earn passive income online right now, and then little known ways to make more money that nobody talks about. And we're talking about the 7R system. And this is really reverse engineer. Remember, you should have a money plan when you start. So we're really just focusing on the first R in this training. And so here's what the 24/7 money equation is. Another way to put this would be the 24/7 passive income equation. Thing one you need is evergreen content. Evergreen content. The first thing you need is evergreen content. This is why a viral video is ultimately cool, a cool way to get some views and maybe a boost to your channel and maybe a few subscribers, but it's not sustainable in terms of long-term success. Meaning, if you just have 1 or 2 random viral videos in your career, but you can't follow that up and the market shifts, things shift. Let me tell you this, I'm speaking at VidCon this year in 45 days or something, and that's the largest content creator, video creator event in Anaheim, California. And what's fascinating is I've actually been going to VidCon for, I want to say, a decade now, whether as an attendee originally or as a speaker for multiple years. And VidCon is littered, or rather it's not littered because people don't go anymore, of burnt out famous creators that have disappeared. They had 15 minutes of fame, but they didn't have lasting success. Why? They didn't have evergreen content. This is a particular methodology, by the way, a particular system. So what is evergreen content? Are there topics that people are interested in year round? Are there video topics that people are interested for multiple years in a row? And then a question would be, if you are applying this money equation even to other social media platforms, does this platform support evergreen content? Did you know that Instagram doesn't support evergreen content? Ain't nobody on Instagram watching videos from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Ain't nobody over on TikTok watching old TikToks from 6 months ago. If you post a buried LinkedIn feed post, you post something over on Facebook, nobody's digging up posts from years ago on any of these other platforms, but they are on YouTube. What does evergreen mean, Sean? Well, I grew up in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, near Seattle, and it's a 4-season state: summer, spring, winter, fall, snow, rain, sun. And there are trees, though, they're called evergreen trees. No matter what the weather is, no matter what the season is, the trees stay green. What would happen if you had YouTube videos that no matter what the season was, no matter what was happening in the economy, no matter what was happening in the world, you were still getting views and earning money from YouTube ad revenue? You were still getting views and earning money from one of the 6 ways we're about to talk about in a second. That's ingredient number 1, evergreen content. But the ingredient number 2 to make this thing work is you need an automated income source. Because if passive income is going to be real, you need a way to actually be making money that is relevant to the viewer and that is aligned with the content that actually can pay you in an automated fashion. This then would be an equation for real passive income. If you can master these 2 ingredients, you can create passive income for you and your family. Let's break it down. Back when I started getting into video, I got into video for my church in 2003. By 2009, I started a business called Clear Vision Media, took out a loan, bought some cameras, bought a video editing computer. Then I started to discover the early theories and early hypothesis of what is now the system we teach inside of our program, of how to monetize my experience, my knowledge, what I've been doing. So I've been doing video for about 7 years, and I started doing wedding videos, hip hop music videos, videos for the YMCA, client work, right? And I then discovered that I could post videos on YouTube and ultimately rank them in search or get them so they're getting views 24/7, 365 in evergreen video. In this case, I discovered that you could adapt cheap Nikon lenses that were manual that I purchased off eBay for super like $30 lenses, $25 lenses. And the glass was amazing. They were just manual focus. And there was a cool adapter. And so I posted a video on YouTube. You can see this video came out in 2011. And that's what, 12 years ago. By the way, this video still gets views and still earns money. And so I started to do, because this was my passion. I'm not saying you do what you should do, the thing that you have experience in that also fits the criteria of what we're teaching in this particular training. Because if it's not an evergreen topic and there isn't an evergreen way, an automated income source, then you can still do cool stuff on YouTube and it could still be fun and it still might be according to your vision. It just potentially won't create real passive income like we're describing here. And so ultimately, I started to do camera reviews and gear tutorials because that was my experience for like the 7 years, 8 years leading up to this time right here. And here's what we're looking at, evergreen content. Here's what I need you to see with what's on screen right now. This data, and while it might seem unimpressive, this video on screen got 4,700 views, okay, this last year. It grew the channel by 2 subscribers, and it actually earned me $20.58 in ad revenue. Now, before you get before you go, 2 subscribers, it's terrible, Sean. What I thought this was going to be like a video about like how to really crush it. $20, it's horrible. What are you even talking about? Well, here's what you need to know about this video. This video is 12 years old. You're watching this right now. This video came out before your kids were born. You're watching this right now. This video came out before you were born. Just kidding. You're too young to be watching YouTube. Go watch something else, young man. This video is 12 years old. Do you know where you were 12 years ago? So this video in the last year grew my channel by 2 subscribers. This video in the last year earned directly $20.58 from YouTube ad revenue. And this video still earns money from affiliate marketing, which we'll touch on in a second. So this is truly evergreen content, not just evergreen content for like a year or two. It's still got 4,700 views 12 years ago. So here's the question. Imagine if you just had like 1, 2, 3, 4 of these videos. Imagine if I had to fix the white balance on the second angle. Imagine if ultimately you posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos like this that were generating you views, growth, subscribers. Then you would see that you're like, I see what Sean's saying. Passive income is actually real because I'm not doing effort on that content. I'm not optimizing that content. The content is just sitting there right now. And when I'm going on a walk with our Duracell LED hyper bright flashlights, and every night my son and I like to go on this crazy woods trail, he's the ultimate outdoorsman, I'm having passive income and passive YouTube channel growth from using this system. And this is why YouTube is the greatest platform of all time. Like, I'll go into any debate, any setting, any environment, and prove that YouTube has a superior advantage to all of the other platforms that you could be ultimately approving posting your content on. And so here's what you need. Or here's how this video is paying me. The automated income source of this video is YouTube AdSense and affiliate marketing. 12-year-old video. It's still generating money from ad revenue, and it's still generating money from affiliate marketing. And so we're still going on reverse engineer of our 7R system, but let's talk about 7 ways to make money. I think it's actually 6 ways to make money with video that you could attach to this. And these are different ways. We're going to be learning from some of our students that have actually been using this. So here's number 1. YouTube AdSense. Now, you've heard of this before, but the opportunity with YouTube ad revenue, depending on your channel topic or your channel niche, like this is trying something new. And they've grown a pretty sizable channel around as a family of 5, traveling the world schooling, unschooling. They're on the road full time. making great videos, and making seriously good money with YouTube ad revenue. They've gotten, I think, 44 million views in this last month. So in some cases, the kinds of content you produce, you start asking when you're reverse engineering, like, what's the best way of earning money for my type of channel? Some channels are never going to get that many views. The weird thing about critics is sometimes they're like, oh, you're not getting a million views. And they're talking to like a business owner. You're like, this is a tax planning channel. Like, it's not going to go viral. Like, relax. They're applying entertainment numbers to the education niche. It's not wise to do that. You want to be thinking through the process. Whereas in this case, though, they are leaning a little more entertainment, definitely have some big reach, tapping into a big market, RVs, van life, travel, family. These are really, really good topics to tie into. And so ad revenue is a great way for them to earn money. On a new channel, Think Media Podcast, by the way, thank you for 100,000 subscribers. We recently hit it on this very channel. If you're not subscribed, smash subscribe. We release new podcasts every week. We do trainings like this. This is just kind of a deep dive training, and smash like if you're getting value. But this channel in 2 years, just so for full transparency, it took us about 2 years to earn $71,571 on this channel. So again, YouTube ad revenue is pretty good. And many of the videos on this channel continue to get views 24/7, 365. So there is passive income coming in from YouTube ad revenue. Nolan Molt, who is one of the creators, you see him on a couple recent Think Media podcast episodes. You've seen him on Think Media on the Think Media main channel. Recently had a baby named Luca. That's him and his wife, Madeline. He's got a faceless channel that has so far earned $2,608.21. So it's a niche channel he started on the side using this system, just talking about when you reverse engineer properly and you pick out the right subject and you pick out the right channel and you pick out the right model. Like, again, he's not even in these videos, but it is possible to earn real money. And the business model of the channel he started, that is, again, it's what's called like a faceless channel or a YouTube automation channel, is just earning him and his family extra money on the side. And he earned that since October until April, right when we took this screenshot. So April, October, November, December, January, February, April, six months. So pretty cool from a new channel. And I mean, family, baby, juggling work at Think Media. Pretty cool. You could start other YouTube channels that just bring in passive income for you. And so that's one way to do it as well. Learn with Czar is in South Africa, and she actually came on. It's called our VRA show. Every month we learn from different creators from different backgrounds all around the world, sharing their secrets with our Video Ranking Academy community. So she is doing graphic design, simple graphic design tutorials related to Canva, Photopea, Adobe Creative Cloud, Premiere Rush. And she crossed that 10,000 subscriber mark. She actually has created like 6 different flows of income, but YouTube ad revenue is one of the flows of income for her. What's actually kind of amazing is, as she was talking to our Video Ranking Academy community, she was just sharing that this is wild. She actually, she was talking about, she just uses her laptop, like an older MacBook Air, uses her smartphone, and that's all she uses to create her channel with all the success she's already built. But then she said something that rocked our entire community to the core. She goes, yeah, and it's been a wild journey. I'm super humbled and grateful to be hanging out with you guys. And she goes, right now here in South Africa, we are on energy rations. So we actually are only allowed to we only get power 6 hours a day. So she goes, I'm doing one upload a day in the window of time that I have, which is only 6 hours. And I actually am editing and preparing my video during that time. And then I set an alarm to get myself in the middle of the night during the other time to actually do my upload. So just mid-training here, I want to encourage you that if you're like discouraged thinking your situation or your, what you're going through right now feels like an uphill battle, number one, I've got empathy. Number two, I want to encourage you. Come on. There's other people don't have it as good as you have it. It's really not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness. And if Czar can figure out how to build her YouTube channel past 10,000 subscribers and build multiple flows of income in South Africa with an amazing attitude, full of joy, over turning every obstacle and every adversity into opportunity, you can too. And so it's just pretty wild. I just remember I was like, man, I was complaining to my wife earlier that morning, and I just realized I'm not allowed to complain anymore. Like, I'm just like, as Czar's out here crushing it with only 6 hours of power a day, I probably should suck it up, Buttercup, and get to work. And so she's had a couple shorts breakout, which is kind of cool. And she's very inspiring. And this first one was just YouTube ad revenue. So let's talk about number 2, affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is cool because you can earn money from the products you know, love, and use yourself. This is Mary from Mary's Nest. And some of the things she's doing is like, she's got a cooking channel talking about kind of like farm to table type of a channel, how to eat more healthy, bone broth, sourdough, make your own food, get away from processed foods. And some of the affiliate programs she's a part of are things like US Wellness Meats, Mock Milk, all these different things. Here's the key. She is on her way to 1 million subscribers, by the way. And I think she's at 800 something thousand right now. Her channel is called Mary's Nest. And she has all these videos that are evergreen content, recipes for food, cooking recipes. And in those videos, she's getting ad revenue. But at times she could be like, hey, today I'm going to be using meats from US Wellness Meats. And if you want to check it out, you can use my promo code, Mary's Nest, and get 15% off the regular prices, or just click the link in the description. So remember our system. The video is being viewed for years. She has like hundreds of videos on her channel that are being viewed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And then they're connected to an automated way of making money. This is Jennifer from the Sewing Report. She's done different embroidery machines that have blown up. One video here, we'd call this, again, a ranked video. This Brother PE 800 embroidery machine cost her $650, and she's made at least $4,000, she said, in Amazon affiliate commissions from that. So this video that she made 2 years ago is paying her passive income. That's the dream, right? That's why I know you probably have seen a lot of info on YouTube, and a lot of people you wonder if you can trust. I just don't know how more transparent I could be about this. Like, and I respect if you're still like, yeah, but is this real? It's like, what else can I show you? Like, they're making videos. The videos rank on YouTube. They're connected to an automated income source. And for the last 2 years, the affiliate program for that Brother embroidery machine is paying Jennifer, right? Passive income. This is Dad Verb, who has a channel for parents, but dad specifically. And so he talks about different strollers or different baby products. And so what you have is evergreen content plus an automated income source. But this one's going to blow your mind. And let me know if you've had any aha moments, and smash like if you're getting value out of this. But Sean Chandler actually came up to me at an event and he said, hey, Sean Cannell, is that you? And I was like, yeah. What's your name? He's like, Sean. I was like, oh, Sean and Sean. Nice to meet you. And he was like, yeah, I'm one of your Video Ranking Academy students. I was recently able to quit my job and I went full time. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. Tell me how. And he's like, well, I actually have an entertainment channel. I talk about movies. I talk about Marvel and all this kind of stuff like that. I was like, oh, cool. Well, like, what are the monetization strategies? And he goes, well, one of the things that broke out for me and helped me earn thousands of dollars was the Audible Creator Program. And so I actually made a video about all 3 Stephen King It movies ranked. So Stephen King wrote the book It. It was turned into a movie a long time ago. It was split into 2 movies most recently. So he ranked all 3 movies. But here's what he did. He, in the video, said, hey, by the way, before we get into it, one of the best ways to experience Stephen King's It is to read the book. Maybe you don't read books. So actually, did you know you can get the audiobook? And did you actually know you can get the audiobook for free just by signing up for an Audible account? Won't cost you anything. And you could actually listen to the book. I did it myself and it was amazing. And if you actually want to, sign up for a free Audible account, use the link in the description down below, or use my promo code. And again, you can sign up for these types of programs. In this case, this is called, at the time, I think they changed the name, but it still exists. It's the Audible Creator Program. And at the time, this free offer gave listeners $15 You got, as the creator, $15 for every trial membership that you generated. Now, hang on for just a second. Put down your coffee and take a deep breath. He gets $15 every time someone signs up for a free trial membership. By the way, not if they also actually ultimately stuck with the program. So Audible, an Amazon company, is paying the creator $15 just to get a free trial. So his way of connecting a video that people continue to watch, the Stephen King's movie, which one should I watch? Which one's the best? The video keeps being suggested by the algorithm, found in search, and then it's connected to an automated income source. And every single sign up gave him $15. So then I was like, dude, that's how you earn thousands of dollars from that one video? And he goes, yeah, I've been using strategies like that from VRA that I've been learning over and over again on multiple different videos. He's talking about Batman and when a new Batman drops and like graphic novels from Batman, tapping into that fan base and all this different stuff you could do. Remember, we're just talking about evergreen content connected to an automated income source. Now, another cool thing I have for you, if you're specifically interested in learning more about affiliate marketing, we do have a free class at freethinkclass.com where I actually break down the math and the full case study, and we don't have time to get into it here, about how I invested $130 and was able to turn it into over $19,323 with a single YouTube video. I almost feel like I need to apologize because I kind of hate content like this on the internet. Like, you know what I mean? It just sounds so hypey, like how I turned 19,000. But it's just honest. Like that's like just, it's a true case study. I'm going to show you exactly how the math works, exactly how I did it. And it's a deeper dive than even this. So if that interests you at all, you could write that down or bookmark it or save it for later. Just go to freethinkclass.com or check out the show notes and you can get access to that on-demand training as well. And hint, it really talks deeply about affiliate marketing, but a lot of people are not using the strategies I teach in this class. And these will be really helpful. Even if you are already feeling like you're kind of advanced when it comes to affiliate marketing, freethinkclass.com is where that's at. But number 3 is services. And when it comes to services, the key here is that this one is kind of passive, but kind of not. Because if you do services, which I highly recommend, you use your YouTube channel to get awareness, to meet people, to then sell your services essentially as a freelancer, perhaps, or as a service provider, or as a business owner. Now, of course, to fulfill on those services, unless you have a team doing it, that is going to take your time. So that's not going to be passive. Everything we talked about previously could truly be passive, especially for potentially you. I did nothing to that video to earn those $20 that I earned. In this last year, I earned $20, no services, no phone calls, no what, you know what I mean? Like it was just automated money coming in from YouTube. This one takes a little bit of effort. In fact, this first example, if you've never heard about living in Dallas with Levi and Travis, why would you have if you aren't like shopping for a home in Dallas? But ultimately, they've got a cool channel helping people buy and sell homes in real estate. They recently released a book called, I think, Passive Prospecting, worth checking out if you're a real estate agent, especially. But what they call it is passive prospecting, active, other cool word. So it's like passive prospecting would be leads and customers come your way passively. So it really is passive income because you're not having to like cold call, put up a billboard, do any marketing. In fact, the only marketing they do is organic YouTube marketing, not even paid ads of any kind. And it's staggering how much money they've generated. They generated, after 6 months on YouTube, they generated $0. In the following 12 months on YouTube, they generated $90 million of top line real estate sales, which equates to nearly $3 million because real estate agents earn 3%. Facts that you can fact check whenever you want, and a really cool crew to check out. That was just from YouTube traffic. And one of my favorite things about that lesson is it was 6 months of nothing. So like you got to jump in, learn the skills. It takes time. I'm not saying that this passive income system machine just appears out of nowhere overnight. I am saying is that This doesn't show up in a day. It's something you work on every day, that when you work the system and you install these habits, and when you don't just set goals, but you actually lean on the system, then they have endless leads, customers, clients calling them now, which then they follow up on with active effort. So another example is Jen Devore Richer. When she was actually at 546 subscribers, her service is she actually will put entrepreneurs and business owners in like a physical magazine, and kind of helps you from like a branding, marketing standpoint, where then you could mail these magazines to the people you want to reach. And it's a service people absolutely love. So maybe then you get hired to speak for a company or a network of some kind, or you send them and they get to know you. It's kind of a personal branding thing, and then they hire you. So she helps people with a particular type of marketing. Saying that, people love her services, but she wants to attract a particular type of entrepreneur. And so following the 7R system, right, she was able to have an $11,000 week. She actually said, I had my biggest new week in new revenue with $11,000 in new business coming in. So to be clear, she does have to fulfill on the business, right? And she had to make the videos up front. But now that she has a couple of videos coming out, she has evergreen content and then automated income coming in from services, which brings us to number 4, which is brand deals. And this is Devore. You know, he makes content for new parents and young families from a dad's perspective. And he does a lot of stuff on home tech, baby products, toys and gear for dads. But I do want to say, you know, sometimes people think, Sean, are you just saying all we should do is like product reviews or tutorials? And that's not what I'm saying at all. Devore and his family, they do vlogs. He's just started a podcast. They do a wide variety of content. What we're learning in this video is we're learning about a particular type of videos that I recommend you have in your library, because we all need money for the mission. So when you have passive income coming in, paying your bills and funding your internet connection and paying for your smartphone and helping you upgrade your camera and your computer and pay for whatever you want to do and hire an editor, the passive income is money for the mission. But there's a wide variety of content that, of course, a healthy and balanced creator business can be publishing. And even in our 7R system, this is not the only strategy that we teach. But the promise of this video is I suggest you make these types of videos, because they're the ones that can actually be very lucrative when it comes to earning money. And so Devore, you can see some examples here, whether it's Baby Bjorn review or comparing 2 different cradles. He does a lot of like smart tech for, different types of baby products or children's products. And he also, I reached out to him. He's got 4 brand deals going on at the moment. So this next topic is brand deals. So he's doing a baby mattress brand, Spyro water guns, Schick, men's grooming, and different things. In fact, one of the things that's been working for him is short form content. Short form content is one of the most valuable skills right now. And he had one video breakout short form, and that actually was the video that opened the door for a brand to start listening to him and actually landed a lucrative brand deal. And so he has been focusing on short form content while also having the long form content foundation that we recommend the most inside of our program, right? So ultimately, that's also why we've included inside of VRA Fam, which again, I don't know if you're watching this sometime in the future on the replay, but there's only less than 12 hours on April 19th at midnight. We're shutting down the doors to this particular bundle because it includes things like our YouTube Shorts Masterclass. So I want to make a point here to suggest that while evergreen content and automated income sources is the dream, because now you've got passive income that allows you to rest, recover, not burn out. But absolutely, you should also go viral, tap into shorts, and do other types of content that's not evergreen. Like, Sean, do you only do evergreen content? No, it's not. I mean, we'll hop on trends, influence surfing, trend surfing. There's a whole mix of different content that you could do. So this is actually brand new. We just finished recording. It's about 2 hours. Like if all you got was this, you would absolutely love everything that's inside of this. So again, that's vrafam.com. That is a special offer that also has AI for YouTube and Niche Finder and the Shorts Masterclass and Camera Confidence and Video Ranking Academy and Video Creation Made Simple Workshop, the workbook, all the different stuff. If you're at all interested in this, definitely check out vrafam.com and we'll put it in the show notes. If not, if we're just meeting, don't even worry about it. I just know a lot of people in our community have been on the fence about our Video Ranking Academy program, or they're curious what it is. We've never actually put a bundle with this much cool stuff all together for over 90% off. And so when we do challenges, only a couple times a year, we even make an offer like this. So if you've been following me for a while and you already understand too, man, this is the real deal. I know, Sean, that you have the best training out there and that you back it with a satisfaction guarantee and all that other stuff. Check out vrafam.com if you have any questions and to see all the details about this special offer. But Dadverb doing both, doing the Evergreen content and doing vertical video right now, starting a video podcast. Over time, you eventually can do, of course, multiple things. Sean, should I do a video podcast? Yes. But I thought you said I should do YouTube Shorts. You should. But I thought you said I should do long form. That's the best. So what are you even saying? You should do it all. Well, are you saying I should do it all right now? No. I think if you try and chase two rabbits, you end up catching neither. But I think that you're thinking about it wrong if you're trying to do everything all at once. We're talking about building a creator career. We're talking about having a system, not just short-term goals, so that you're supporting your family 3.5 years from now. Whatever happened to making a 7-year plan? Whatever happened to thinking really more far out? You know, our goal isn't to just do a fad diet to lose weight quickly that we just regain. Our goal is to actually create a lifestyle that keeps us in a healthy state and actually a way of living that keeps us strong and healthy. Same thing. Our goal isn't to just try to like frantically burn out to go viral one time. Our goal is to create habits and a way of living to lean into a system that allows us to have sustainable success. And so it's a lot of times not either or, it's and both. You know, this is Ryan Johnson, and his story's been super inspiring. He helps busy parents lose weight for good without giving up good food or family time. And his channel's Intermittent Fasting with Ryan. He's a regular guy trying to get off yo-yo diets. So he helps people kind of on his own journey. And he's been sharing his journey with others. Our tip here is brand deals, because one of the things that he's been doing is brand deals. And recently, this metabolism device was something that he was able to get a brand deal for. That's $1,500 for an integrated spot in a vlog. He's been doing a lot of shorts as well. And so different food companies, diet and nutrition, in negotiations right now with Thrive. And I asked him, you know, would you be transparent to share with our community kind of your journey? You know, he's been one of our Video Ranking Academy students for, I think, about 2 years. He also thought his success was going to be a lot faster, just like we all do. I'm going to go viral and blow up in the next 6 minutes. It might take longer than that. But the cool thing is he thought he'd hit 100,000 subscribers in 1 year. Transparently, it took him 2. It took him 2 years. He got the silver play button. And I said, hey, you know, what is your business model now? What are you doing? And we call this YouTube income stacking. $1,200 a month from ad revenue, $500 to $1,000 from brand deals. And then he started doing one-on-one coaching with people because they've seen his weight loss. They've seen all the stuff that's happened. And one of the coolest things he does on his channel is he just shows that you can still like ball out and eat these great meals because of tapping into the power of ketosis, intermittent fasting. And so he's built around a $12,000 a month creator business. He's going to be coming on the Think Media podcast in the future. Super excited about that. But as we were talking, he's also like, bro, I'm just getting started. Like I can feel it now. In fact, I kind of feel like Notorious B.I.G. and Mace right now. Mo money, mo problems, right? Like one of the things that happens, this is why it's so powerful to be connected to a community and to be continuing to level up your education, because even once really good things are happening, now you have new problems. How do I scale? You know, how do I automate some of this stuff? Now I'm getting very busy. It's a good busy, but like, how do I ultimately delegate and figure this stuff out? And so it's really cool to see what he sees a path to doubling his income, which once you start to understand the system, like that becomes a very practical thing to do. This is Plants and Lucia. She's also created all 6 of these. We're talking about 6 different ways to earn money. She is active in all 6. But brand deals is another one she's been doing as well. Number 5 is memberships. It makes me think of Ben Azadi from Keto Camp. There's things you could do where you create an online course, but there's also, you can create a membership. So it's, a course kind of is start and stop. That's what Video Ranking Academy is at this moment. Like there's no extra fees or anything. Like once you pay it off, you get it. And we do keep it updated. So actually we do need to shift the model, and we're talking about that as a team. That's our course. But what Ben's doing is he has an ongoing membership for his brand, All About Keto. So it's a $67 per month membership. And again, passive versus active income. He is in there. He's one of the best humans in the world, answering questions, bringing in doctors, bringing in scientists, bringing in all kinds of different people, loving his community, serving people, mission driven. His dad passed away from diabetes, and he's on like this life mission, realizing that was reversible with education and with changes in diets. And so not just how it's affected his family, but how he wants to help and change the world. And so he is active in his mission. And maybe that's a big message that I need to get across as well. There's a couple years ago that I think my wife and I could have had an exit wrap from working, financially. But, well, Sean, why didn't you? Well, because that's ultimately not why we're put on this earth. I mean, of course, honoring your family and spending time with your community. And of course, it's your choice. I mean, it's between you and God and whatever. But ultimately, when we're mission driven, when we're purpose driven, and when we want to make a difference, life is bigger than money. But you need money for the mission. So the power of the passive income is it does give you the opportunity to have more choices and have more freedom and have more flexibility. But Sean, why does Ben still work? Sean, why do you still work? Because we're on a mission. Work's actually a blessing. Like when we actually see, God created, he worked 6 days and then he's rested on the 7th. Like work is a blessing. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way if you're at a job you hate. And that's why the creator economy could be so cool because, again, he's created a community that he can pour his heart into at a higher level than just free YouTube content through memberships. And passively people join, kind of like Levi. But then, of course, there's the active follow-up, which is a blessing. But here's the cool thing. This is your choice to figure out which of these you like best. Because for some people, they want a level of complete autonomy. So if you do great YouTube videos, rank them in search, and get ad revenue and affiliate marketing, you don't have a membership community to follow up on. It's your choice. But if you do have a deeper level of impact, or whichever one of these fit best with your vision, this is your choice to figure out how ultimately you want to do this. This is Christina Patterson. She has a cool channel that's like a Bible study channel, kind of like a women's Bible study channel. She's a wife, mom, Christian Bible teacher that founded the nonprofit Beloved Women. And she has an app that she created. So it's kind of a membership ultimately. And you could either go $113 a year or $13 a month. And this is a really cool online Bible studies, faith-filled videos. And that's how she's doing it. Simply Soccer. David is helping people create, the skills necessary, learn the skill sets and mindsets to crush it at traditional soccer, football, and Simply Soccer Academy takes things to another level. That'd be a membership site. And then maybe you've heard of course, Patreon or channel memberships. Temi Danzo Art has different levels that patrons can engage at $3, $6 a month, $11.50 a month. Again, passive income. But I'm absolutely aware that this one is a little bit more of attention. It's passive, but it's also active. You've got the reoccurring revenue coming in, but it's not to say that there's not still follow up. And to be completely transparent with the YouTube title like this, is just being clear that passive income is a real thing, but there's also at times real work, or there's the synergy of creating passive views, passive growth, passive subscribers. And for the business owner or small business owner that is feast and famine, or for the YouTube creator that goes through high highs and low lows, This is a pretty important system to learn, because that feast or famine thing, what's nice about everything we're talking about is, again, of course, you may have the follow-up you do. Temi Danzo does monthly Q&As, with her patrons at the $12 level, the monthly live Q&As, just with that small group to like connect with that community. So of course you have stuff to follow up. But what's nice about this is this recession proofs your creator business. This recession proofs your business because you're creating a steady flow of leads, customer sales, a steady flow of subscribers, awareness, and growth, so that your products, services, affiliate marketing, ad revenue, whatever model you choose, has an unbreakable unshakableness to it, that again, you're not just like, I got to come up with my next best creative idea. Like, I really hope I can, like that frantic, anxious energy of always just trying to like make it happen again. No, I want slow and steady wins. I want that unbreakable form of traffic because of ranked videos that can ultimately give me a stability that 99% of creators don't have. And then number 6 is products. And so looking at some of the other examples, Christina created her own life Bible journal. Ben wrote a book and did an audiobook. So he's got the audiobook. This is passive income. Hard to write a book. Once it's done, though, the book, the ebook, and the audiobook can earn you money for years. Our book, YouTube Secrets, generated as 100,000 copies sold now. Now, it was hard to write. We put a lot of effort, Benji and I, into it. And then we just did the second edition, which was also hard to write. Easier, but we updated the book entirely, and the second edition is out now, YouTube Secrets. However, it was out for 4 years, 2018 to 2022. And then at the end of 2022, the second edition came out. And it earns over 6 figures a year. That means it earns over $100,000 a year, maybe closer to 200. And that's from audiobooks, downloads, Audible trials, ebooks, physical books, because it is self-published, which there's pros and cons, but self-published can be more lucrative if you hit bigger numbers. And YouTube Secrets punchline is, maybe this is also why people critique passive income. This isn't, Chat GPT. I didn't say, hey, like, write me a book about YouTube. You know what I mean? Which there are people doing that, and whatever, they can figure that out for themselves. But this is like blood, sweat, and tears. So a lot of times the passive income that follows is the active effort you put in up front to make something actually worthwhile. I mean, one of the reasons why the book does so well is because we didn't cut corners, wrote it, rewrote it, worked on it, put effort into it. It wasn't like riddled with spelling errors, direct to KDP, Word document that, just like, I want to encourage anybody that wants to write a book to do it. But there's a lot of stuff, like if you put crap out into the world, don't be surprised if the results are crappy. If you really put your heart into it, again, Ben, he actually reads and studies 4 hours a day, not just like random business books, like medical books, because he's about like human performance and biohacking and so on and so forth. So one of the reasons why the book is crushing, and this is an important message for us to get across here at Think Media, is I understand we can get lumped into the crew of like internet marketers that just, oh, you're just trying to sell a course. You're just kind of, I respect that critique, because I could see how it would feel that way, especially from people who don't know us. But this is not get rich quick. This is not looking for some cash grab, rug pull, crypto zoo scam. No, this is about building real mastery, you taking your craft seriously, you becoming really excellent at your work, you becoming truly a person of substance at such a level that there is value on what you do. And when that's the case, your income is directly correlated to the amount of value you add to the marketplace. So then you create an asset like Keto Flex that Ben doesn't really need to rewrite, because all the stuff is in there. And now this asset is paying him for years as another way that it's connected to his YouTube channel, Evergreen Content, automated income source. This is This and That with Denise Jordan. So inspiring, because she's retired. She wanted to still make a difference, make an impact. So she started a YouTube channel, wanted to make some extra money. She has all these different income sources, ad revenue, affiliates, and she's also brand deals. She's also created her own product. This is Denise Jordan, AKA the Apron Diva, right? And so aprondiva.com, she is what's cool about the creator economy is it's like a blank canvas for you to share your work, your message, your creativity. I'm not going to make aprons. Like, we're not going to have Think Media aprons. Maybe we should. We're not going to do that. But like, that is something she loves and she wanted to do. And it's so cool to see her start a business within a business. Man, when you start building influence on YouTube and you start ranking videos, you can start writing your own checks. You start being able to fund your own projects. You start having people come up to you. It's kind of weird maybe, but people come up to you in the grocery store and they're like, hey, Denise, is that you? This is super weird. And I don't mean to approach you, but I've been watching your videos and they've changed my life. They've inspired me. They've got me like, this is the different things. And what I love about working the system is once the views and subscribers are coming in, what do you want to do? What do you want to build? What do you want to create? Those opportunities are there for you by ultimately stepping out and not just setting goals, but actually learning a system, developing a lifestyle, and creating habits. This, my friends, by the way, to dispel all the myths on the internet of like, but how are people really earning money from digital content creation? Well, we just looked at 6 ways, and we cover a lot more ways than that inside of our academy, but those are 6 of like the main ways. And now I'm not saying it's easy, but when you work the system, you can see why. And by the way, this is about a year-old article. Over 200 million people are earning money from digital content creation. And what critics and cynics say is they're like, yeah, but not everybody can have a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel. You don't need that. There's so many smaller channels. We had one message of Trevor who got 1,500 views, not 1,500 subscribers. When he reached 1,500 views, because vidIQ sends you like a little plaque, like, congratulations, your whole channel just reached 1,500 views. And he's posted a message in our group. He said, I've earned $2,000 in affiliate marketing commissions. You don't hear stories like that because critics would look at his 1,500 view channels and would call it insignificant and would say, can't make money off that. You're not even monetized yet. And even if you were, you would have made 15 cents. But it's because he's got the right business model, because he understands the deeper ways, right? These alternative options of how to actually earn money in the creator economy. This is why, despite all the haters, this is the fastest growing type of small business type. It is the fastest growing type of small business. Signal File revealed that, and Yahoo Finance just reinforced that in 2023. And that might sound weird to you, but when people are like, why don't you go get a real job? You could be like, like, this is actually a real job. Like, I'm not saying it's easy, and there is inherent risk with cutting ties with your 9-to-5, with your corporate job. I don't think it's wise to just take that leap out of nowhere, but the practical path from going from full-time to part-time to giving your 2 weeks notice to figuring the whole thing out, like, it is real. And so if you have, what did you like best in this training? Let me know. Smash like if you got value. And as a reminder, this whole thing, if you're curious about learning this in more depth, we have our whole seminar system, our Video Reiki Academy program. Obviously, we could only cover just the tip of the iceberg in a training like this. And I wanted to make sure to get info to you. Like a couple times a year, we do a challenge. It's over now. But actually, the recordings of our 5-day challenge, the 5 quick tips, the 5 main sessions, those are all included in this as well. So we actually have Video Reiki Academy. It's an online course. You can take at your own pace. We have a lifetime membership during this offer that's available. You get our entire support team. And this is actually why this program is different than anything else out there on the internet, all the other YouTube courses. Think Media is like 20 W-2 employees and 10 contractors. One of our biggest values is just supporting our community and not just having some outdated online course. We keep it actively updated. We have the strongest support and the strongest community on the internet when it comes to YouTube education. And this methodology of learning a system that can create predictable passive income, that doesn't mean you become YouTube famous. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily will ever have a big channel. But what if you have a big bank? Are you okay with having a big bank without having a big channel? And figuring out how to build a real business. Is it okay to have a real business around your YouTube channel instead of just some fireworks for 15 minutes of fame, but then you're nowhere to be found? That's really what Video Reiki Academy is all about. And so this is all ending vrafam.com at midnight, as far as when you also get our AI for YouTube bonus and our YouTube Shorts Masterclass bonus. And I won't take your time to go into all of this stuff right now, just because I know we're landing the plane on this video. But as a reminder, this is also backed by our 100% satisfaction risk-free guarantee. And I'm understanding that, oh, it's just an online course. You just want to sell a course. Yeah, I do actually. Well, Sean, why would you say that? Because I know that this course will transform your life. And I'm so confident that I fully back it by 30 days to test out the course. So whether it's 29 minutes from now or 29 days from now, if you just email us and say, I'm not happy, it's not what I thought it was, we give you a full refund. So integrity is everything to me, you know, my brand, my reputation. So I back this thing to just know this is the best YouTube training available, not just Video Ranking Academy, but all the other bonuses. But if you're not happy for any reason, you have a full 30 days to try it out. And so you just know when you interact with us here at Think Media, like we're super chill, man. Like if you're subscribed here on the Think Media podcast and just engaged at that level, cool. Like if you want to go deeper and actually get the right steps in the right order and actually just have the fastest path, join Video Ranking Academy. If it's not a good time for you, don't. Like we're super chill here, but I do believe that this is the greatest training and that it's worth 10 to 50 times what you would pay to enroll in this program. And I'm so confident in that everything we do is backed by our 100% risk-free Think Media guarantee. Your satisfaction is everything. If you're interested in jumping into Video Ranking Academy during this limited special. So that's vrafam.com. Smash like if you got value out of this video. I got so much coffee coming in right now. It's hard to communicate, and it's been a lot of challenge sessions, but I appreciate you for being a part of this training. As a reminder, we've been dropping some awesome new videos here on the channel. And so if you haven't seen one of our most recent Think Media podcasts, click or tap the screen to check that out. Smash like if you got value today. And I will talk to you in a future video.